Okay, so not only do white people threaten to rape black children, these people took my son and threatened to rape my son with the black Freemasons and with racist white gangs. Cynthia O'Vera did witchcraft, saying that I'm going to molest your little boy because you shot my son. And said with the black Freemasons, they say, oh, we're going to let him sit in a room and we're going to allow gang members to come and rape your son, when they was trying to do the death ritual on me in the Montgomery County Jail. So my baby daddy done went on my channel getting a video when they had me at a man's room named Aaron. He wasn't there. I was dancing in the room to Sweetie's song. And he done went and got a video of me trying to say that, trying to make fun of me, talking about, she been pregnant for 4 years, because he got these racist white people trying to kill the baby. They starved us in the damn jail. So first of all, I done said that already. Look at this man's face. You see how angry he look because he got shot in the leg for attacking me and my son, and he's a skinhead. So Cynthia said, when she was doing the witchcraft and all that demonic possession, talking about she was a Satanist, she gonna say, I'm gonna put devil horns on your little boy and make him give Austin oral sex. And Austin gonna hand him over to the Satanic Illuminati and let everybody rape y'all son. And the floor was moving in the jail, and she said she was going to hell. And the black Freemasons said, we're going to make them suck dicks and shit. And y'all know how disgusting these nasty racist white people are. And you got my son over there talking nasty to me all online, and they took the boy for ransom and threatened to stick dicks in his mouth. And there wasn't nothing I could do but scream in that jail while pregnant with this baby. And they was so wicked, talking about they serving Satan and that they was racist and gonna make my baby suck dicks until he had herpes and AIDS, that Jesus Christ and Jehovah had to come in the cell because they was trying to do a fucking ritual to murder me. And he's a skinhead. And he was so angry. And so he gonna sit over here and get on my channel while I'm exposing him and his family and everybody in this country. Because you see gang members chasing me around for him. And God said when Lily Morris was trying to set me up to be killed out of her house, a black woman in Texas, he said they doing it because of a case where they gave her son away. He came in my house out of prison, abusing me and my baby in my home. And I called the damn racist police. But I didn't know everybody put the racist white man up to attacking me in my house. And I'm pregnant by him, and they've been abusing me and the baby. And he got some woman, he online, trying to taunt me about, talking about, oh, I got a daughter and I got a son. Being wicked after he said he was going to make the boy suck his dick with gang members. And I swear on Jesus and Jehovah, I ain't got I don't have a reason to lie. They try to talk about, oh, we gonna teach you a lesson because you shot a gun and you shot a white man. And the whole courthouse was involved, the whole jail, talking about we gonna bring your baby and rape your baby and ain't nothing you can do about it. And y'all see all these people chasing me around, police and everybody trying to murder me. And God said because they threatened to rape her baby. Because they took her baby and threatened to rape her baby. And that's all these nasty ass white people and nasty ass black people could come up with. And then tried to murder me before the fucking trial because they knew that I was protecting myself. Talking about they serve Satan. Then God talking about they denounce Jehovah. And they're threatening to rape my child with his daddy, Joseph O'Vera, with the black Freemasons, with Cynthia talking about she sold her soul to the devil. And the only thing these nasty white people could think of to retaliate against me was Tracy to give my son away and Cynthia and them to say we were going to be over here raping them and ain't nothing you can do about it. And y'all see how these black people is over here abusing me because they think ain't nothing I can do about it. And God said these black men in America is going to get their ass killed for sitting over here trying to say you was going to rape my baby with these nasty ass white people. And then got Rochelle setting me up on the streets to be sex trafficked so they could call me a hoe. And my family was doing the witchcraft on me when these people said that they was going to rape my son. Talking about they wanted me dead in the cell, even though the evidence showed that I was not guilty. And I'm not guilty. And the charges was dropped. And this is a woman named Barbara Thomas, my mother's sister. And I told the truth about Barbara trying to set me up down there in Arkansas to be killed. And Barbara gonna get on my channel and try to say, oh, ain't nobody starve you at my house. They been starving me, period. And she on here trying to discredit me because, first of all, my whole family was trying to be involved on the satanic death ritual. That means that they was gonna let white people kill me in a cell and then turn around and rape and kill my little boy, kill me pregnant. God, let this baby, she's commenting on the video where they calling my baby a tumor, trying to set me up to be murdered, and she tried to do it at her house too. And I said, so I'm gonna tell the truth. Barbara knows that the hospitals are trying to kill the baby. All you had to do was let me and the baby seek refuge in your house until I got the information out, because he said people from outside of the country needed to help us, period. You claim you of God, but you don't want me to listen to the Holy Spirit. It's people in Africa, I meant to say it's people in Africa that know about my case. Like I said, like God said we need to do, that's what I meant to say. When a whole state denies your pregnancy, all 50 states are going to deny your pregnancy because they're the United States. They have a united front against me because I shot a white man, and you know that. And I do not want people, and I meant to say, and they do not want people to know that he was attacking a pregnant woman. And you know they tried to kill the baby and me in the jail. You know they're trying to cover that up. So if you know anything about slaves, so if you know anything about slaves that are running for their lives, then you know that we just needed safe refuge. Hold on, sorry, I don't know why they changed that, but I meant to say, what do you mean I did not want medical care? Because I speak through my microphone and it changes the words. And I said, I pray God curse you. And y'all will see that's not what I meant to say in the next clip. So I was telling her, you need to get off my channel trying to say I did not want medical care. I say, so I didn't want medical care when I went to all the hospitals in Baytown and they lied about it. So I didn't want medical care when I went to Chambers County Clinic and they refused to help us. So I didn't want medical care when, so I didn't want medical care when I went to Chambers County Clinic. I said, so I didn't want medical care when I had my baby so I didn't want medical care when I walked into Conroe Regional Hospital and they took us back into the jail and started starving us, trying to murder us. So I didn't want medical care when everybody saw me calling an ambulance and get on the ambulance and see they refused to help us on my social media channel. So I guess I didn't want medical care when when the doctor tried to crush the baby in my belly, and he had a black woman, and this was at St. Luke's Hospital, and I don't know why they messed that up. Hold on. Because I don't type with my fingers. I speak through my microphone, and I was saying it very quickly. Didn't have time to go back and reread what I was saying. But I was saying, so I didn't want medical care when I went to St. Luke's Hospital in Houston, Texas, and the doctor tried to crush the baby in my belly, and he had a black woman standing right there trying to watch the doctor kill my baby when I went for medical care. And I called, and I told him what they did to me and the baby in the jail, and he tried to kill it. I said, so I guess I didn't want medical care when everybody saw me running from St. Luke's Hospital with police chasing me after asking somebody to help us, that the police were trying to kill us. I said, you sorry fool. So I said, you sorry fool. Don't you dare open your mouth and say that I don't want medical care. And I went to Ben Taub down here in Atlanta, Georgia, and they refused to give us ultrasound. So don't open your mouth against me again, Barbara. I said, everybody saw them deny me medical care inside of the hospital at bedtime on my channel. The hospital feel like they don't have to help us until the truth get out. They're going to have to give us medical care or someone will help us. But, you know, the truth have to be exposed first. And I said, you just ashamed of yourself. And I'm going to tell you why you should be ashamed of yourself. God came to me when I was at your house, Barbara, and God showed me that you was doing voodoo. God showed me all the paintings in your living room. She'd be doing paintings, was wicked witchcraft paintings. And God showed me that you had dead men in your living room with cobwebs all over them. He showed me that they've been dead a long time. He said you did not say his real name. He said that you did not say his real name, Jehovah. He said you was not really serving him because you did not say his real name. Then he told me that you was jealous. When she was mistreating me, I asked God what was going on. He said she was jealous of my mother. And God said that you did something to my mother when she died. And he said you was trying to do the same thing to me, whatever it was you did to my mother. And he didn't tell me what you did. Then you showing me that, no, hold on. Then he was showing me that you wanted this big old Illuminati house with your boyfriend. And he showed me, because y'all see I got a lot of typos because I type through my microphone just like I'm doing this voiceover. This is how I talk through my microphone, and it don't catch all the words right. And he showed me that you had the blinds wide open while I was sleeping and to let people peek in your house while I was sleeping on your couch. God showed me that your boyfriend and you was going to try to come after me when I left your house. He showed me that you was going to try to harm me in your house and when I ran. He told me to leave your house even if I left my lace front wig behind. But I didn't listen. Hold on. I really didn't have time. I thought I fixed all the typos. But anyway, he told me to leave your house, but I didn't listen. I feel like, no, but he told me to leave your house, but I didn't listen. I felt like you was being nice and maybe I was not hearing him correctly. So I stayed, and God told me to tell on my social media that you were staging altercations with me in your home. And you did it when I was making the sermon about Revelations and who the real God was. You did it when I was telling the real name, that his real name was Jehovah. Then God said we was in Egypt. And first of all, the reason why I made the sermon was because when I was in the Montgomery County Jail, in the jail cell where Cynthia Vera came into the cell in the spirit doing witchcraft with my sisters and with the Black Freemasons and my lawyer. What was going on was they was doing a seance or a ritual and trying to murder me, and then they was talking about denouncing Jehovah, and the real Jehovah came in the cell. So in Revelations, it talks about this beast, this city with all of these nations of people holding it up. Now they got everybody in the United States trying to murder me because I shot a white man. Turns out Satan came in the jail cell as well, and he was white, and God came and God was not white. And so they over here in America worshiping the white man, Satan children, and Satan, and you got everybody doing it. The Hispanics, the Asians, all these people is out here trying to help murder me after these whites took my baby and said they was going to rape my baby, but they worshiping Satan and they Satanists, so they don't care. And the beast of Revelations is all these different tongues of people holding up this demonic city of this beast with all these blasphemous names. So won't nobody say the real God, real name. They got all these made up names and they all really worshiping Satan. So everybody in the country, all the Hispanics and everybody over here trying to set me up to be murdered with this baby still inside of my body. Talking about they worship white people, they worship Satan. And talking about this white people country, and they don't care that these white people done took my baby and threatened to rape my child. And they Satanists. It was very disgusting, and it was witchcraft. The woman was like, and we gonna rape him, and I'm a Satanist, and I gave my soul to Satan, and we gonna make him suck dicks, and we gonna give him AIDS and herpes, because it's white people country, so they feel like they gotta keep power so much to where you gonna say you gonna let niggas, men in the REN Brotherhood, rape my little baby, then you gonna go through some racist KKK judge to give you my baby when he didn't have no right giving no felon my baby, and his mama my baby, and he was attacking me, and they dropped the charges and took my baby, and then they gonna have me screaming all over the country and let them murder me after they threatened to rape my baby. What mother wouldn't go crazy? What mother wouldn't show up at your doorstep? What mother wouldn't want vengeance after y'all over there threatening to rape my child, and then think you gonna have the whole country set me up to be killed? Think you gonna have my own family set me up to be killed? They threatened to put dicks in my baby mouth that had AIDS, and I'm not gonna keep on talking, because I'm gonna get some men, God said it's real black men of God that know about these nasty devils, and that's gonna get y'all black men for talking about y'all was gonna get my baby AIDS with these white folks. So that's why everybody is trying to kill me. That's why my auntie getting on my page trying to attack me. That's why they got gang members after me, because I don't know if my baby is alive. I don't know what these people was doing to my child while they was in there telling me they was going to be raping them. I don't know if he all right. I don't know if they did anything to my child. I don't know if they made him contract anything. And Rochelle, no, that's wrong. I don't even know if my baby alive, and I got a child in me that they done tortured. So she gonna sit over there and put me out of the shelter and set me up to be murdered, and everybody know what's going on, because you took a black woman baby and you gave my baby to a woman that say she in the gang and go rape my child, and instead of black people standing up for me, they said they was gonna help them do it, and that's what they trying to do, set me up to be killed. And then you gonna leave me screaming all over social media telling that they threatened to rape my baby. Why the fuck would I lie? Why would I make hundreds of videos telling about it, putting myself in danger to be killed, because I gave birth to the boy, and I owe it to the boy not to let no nasty ass white men rape him and get away with it, and I'm gonna get my vengeance. You better believe God gonna give us vengeance. And every black person that still want to keep staying up under these white people is disgusting Satanists, and think it's okay for them to rape little boys and attack their mamas while pregnant and steal their children, and then try to set them up like prostitutes raping the mama while she pregnant. So anyway, I'm going to keep going reading what I told Barbara. I said, God said we were in Egypt, and I was making the video saying we were leaving Egypt, and you started playing music all loud trying to make noise and drown out my video, because don't nobody wanting the truth to get out. That you being demonic, everybody is still being demonic by even trying to stay in America. And I said, and you bust the light out of your bedroom after I went in there and looked pretty, because they told everybody to make me look bad on my videos so people won't believe what I'm saying about these women talking about they was gonna rape my baby with gangs because I shot a white man. And then you let me keep going. I said, and then you called me and told me I had to get up and out of your house, then said that I was not gonna have a baby in your house because she admitted that I was pregnant, said I was damn near the same size she was when she had her children. And then and that's when I knew to run like hell, after she told me that. And because I could not go to the hospital because they trying to kill the baby. I got to get the information out, and I have to get allies behind me that's not gonna let them try to kill the baby in the hospital. So anyway, and I packed up my stuff and I ran from your home, and I made a video as I was leaving and saying my Aunt Barbara brought us all the way to Arkansas to plot on us. And I said, and that's all on my other channels. I said, and don't try to get my channel removed like you tried to help do with my other one. I had thousands of videos with the baby heartbeat and black men trying to set me up to be murdered in all sorts of places, and they took the channel down and tried to set me up to be killed and tried to stop my video camera from working. I said, and you had white devils chasing me. I said, and you had white devils chasing me in police cars while I was sitting at your park. They want me dead because they know they threatened to rape my son. These whites, the police threatened to rape my baby. The police threatened to rape my baby. The police, the racist white police, so they know they want me dead because they know what they said. You took my little boy, threatened to rape my child with this nasty racist white woman talking about they all in the racist gang. So anyway, when I was was leaving out of Barbara's house, I made a video and I was calmly going down the street telling y'all what she was doing. And I went and sat at a park trying to get my phone charged up, my portable charger, and they make that stop working so that I could get directions to the nearest bus station because I didn't know where I was. And she had police officers coming up to the park, sitting right there harassing me at the park after I left her home. I'm a grown ass woman. Then she had devils chasing me all around in the middle of the night. Nah, because they not going to have nobody discredit me, and these people threatening to rape my child, and they have my family involved. My family been involved since I was in the jail, and Barbara's involvement didn't really come in until afterwards, but she knew that I was in there and that they kept my son from me, and God said Andrea ain't seen her son when I was in the jail. So anyway, she had devils chasing me around, and I had to wait in the alley and charge my phone by a business while devils was walking up and down the street trying to intimidate me and driving around in cars chasing me the entire night. Then I made a video saying that I was outside with Jehovah. I made a video saying I was outside with Jehovah, hungry, pregnant in the middle of the night. Then I put out another video of the evidence that I was trying to work on in your house, in her house. But I was talking to her, and I said in the last part of it, I was screaming and crying because of what y'all was trying to do. I said, because y'all was trying to do me dirty while I was trying to put out the evidence about my son. And because these people did not have the right to take my son, and they threatened to rape him, and then they out here trying to sabotage me and get me raped and prostituted, so to try to lie about it. And I'm going to leave a link of that video of the evidence so people could hear exactly what you did to me. Then you had your daughter Michelle contact me in a very threatening manner, and then I had a vision of her daughter Michelle when I was in the jail, first of all, and her daughter Michelle was trying to lie and make it seem like, oh, my cousin was waving around a gun and acting crazy. No, I shot a gun while this white man was attacking me and my son. So they worship white people so bad they didn't stand up for me and was trying to lie about it to everybody and let them kill me with a baby in me that's still alive, and everybody want to cover it up so they still want me killed. Nasty people. And it is 5 o'clock in the morning, and the Holy Spirit got me up in the morning because they being Satanists worshiping these white people, and they could be over there molesting my child right now because they said they was going to be doing it, and they think they're going to get away with it, having everybody try to set me up to be murdered. I'm not the type of person to be yelling, but they threatened to rape my baby over there with Cynthia and Joseph, and I'm tired of goddamn talking about it. I'm tired of talking, and they trying to make me pick up another gun. They said they were going to try to make me kill myself, and I'm all by myself. I ain't got money. I ain't even got enough money to get out of Atlanta, and I ain't got enough people behind me to go get my child. They threatened to rape my baby. They threatened to gang rape my baby and be molesting my baby behind closed doors in secret. Because Austin shot, and the black men said they was going to be molesting my baby too, because they talk about all this white people country, and you shot a white man in America with they disgusting behinds, and over here trying to set me up to be murdered, and got my family trying to talk bad to me online, and they trying to set me up to be killed. And I don't got time for this. Let me just finish telling y'all. Because they enjoying hearing me scream about my child, knowing that they threatened to rape my boy. And they talking about they don't give a damn about Jesus or Jehovah, that it's too many of them for me to get my son back from them. So anyway, I said, so you had your daughter Michelle contact me in a very threatening manner, trying to say that I was defaming you by telling the truth about what you did to me, and had me stranded. I said it had me stranded outside. And all y'all knew they was trying to murder me and this baby in the jail, and y'all knew Austin was abusing me. Another thing God showed me was running up at your house with Melbourne's diaper bag, running out of your house with my son's diaper bag because I was still breastfeeding my son while Austin was attacking us. God said being in your house that you were trying to keep me from getting my son back or telling. First of all, before we move into the next clip, I just want to say that if y'all know anything about slavery, y'all will know that white people was claiming that they raped little children as well. And if you become a Satanist, you will know that white people try to molest children, and they expect you just to go with it. And the Holy Spirit was showing me why you think all these black women allowing their little girls to be opening up their legs in front of the entire country, trying to call them cheerleaders and dancers. Why you think they teaching their little girls to shake their booties so young, and they should not be teaching them to be sexual, because they know these white folk child molesters. That's why. And they grooming their daughters for it. Okay, so Barbara didn't want me telling the truth about my little boy in her house, that they threatened to rape and kill him. Barbara, not once, I said, Barbara, not once have you said at all. Oh, they threatened to rape him. Oh, they threatened to kill him. Not once have you shown any concern about these people threatening to rape my child. In all your comments, you try to attack me, then pretend like you didn't do nothing wrong. God showed you was trying to sell me out for a big house. He showed you trying to be wicked, trying to be a wicked matriarch with all your kids and my mama's kids and all their kids in one big house that was not serving him. And I had celebrities come to me in visions and warn me that your house was a trap, because even the celebrities know that these white people took my baby and then tried to murder me and this baby in a jail cell and threatened to rape my son. And most of them are scared of the white people too. And I had a Chinese woman come to me in a vision and showed me my belly and that she knew I was pregnant. The Chinese woman was coming to me in a vision showing me that she could tell that I was pregnant. But don't nobody want to just come out and stand up for us. So I said, you denied me water in your home. Barbara had cases of water in her room. My food stamps ran out. And I said, Auntie, can I just have some water? And she was like, oh, don't nobody do nothing for us. Don't nobody do nothing for us. Like, a lot of being mean to me. And I didn't know about them trying to starve me. I didn't know about them people trying to have me like doing me like that all over the country, because I didn't know how many people was involved. And God said, if you deny my children water, I deny you into the kingdom of heaven. I was like, Auntie, I don't have any water. And I said, can I please have some water? And I had to damn near beg her for water. But anyway, I said, and then you tried to eat half of my plate of food, so I didn't have that much food left. And I had made some food, and Barbara had wanted half of my plate. And I see, when you pregnant and you need all your food and people trying to keep your stomach from showing, she knew that I was showing my stomach on social media and that you could tell that I was pregnant. And Barbara had said that, oh, it's like you just trying to prove something. It's like you just trying to prove something by showing your stomach, because I was showing my stomach pregnant at her house. And I was trying to prove something. I'm trying to prove that I'm pregnant, because they was over there denying me medical care and trying to kill it in Texas. And they out here trying to do the same thing. So yeah, when I'm showing my baby bump, I am proving that I'm pregnant, because they lied about it, took my little boy, threatened to rape my baby and tried to kill my baby inside of me, and Jesus Christ kept it alive. So yes, I am proving that I'm pregnant, because y'all not gonna abuse me, murder me in no cell, and take my little boy and threaten to rape my baby and then tell me, have a family member say, oh, you trying to prove something. Yes, I am. And then so she was asking me for half of my plate, and all the men in Texas who out there had me in was eating up the rest of my food. And now I realize why they was doing it, because they was trying to keep me from showing, and they was trying to starve us, and they done deliberately had me up in this motel room trying to starve me. And these nasty black men and black women mind is debased in America, because they threatened to rape my child with these white folks and over here trying to set me up. But let me just finish telling y'all what I said to Barbara. I said, you gave me some sob story talking about nobody never did nothing for you and your son. And you don't want nobody coming around using you after you invited me down there to help me. And they got me in a motel room, stopping the key from working, with $20 for the rest of the week to eat, with only snacks in the motel room. So she was over there trying to deny me and the baby a bottle of water after she invited me down to her home, had like 3 cases of bottled water, tried to deny me a bottle of water. My food stamps ran out after she invited me down there to help me. I said, but you didn't have a problem giving me weed and cigarettes. I said, one of your children came to me in a vision and showed me that you were setting me up on the way down there. And 2 of your grandchildren opened up the door for me in the spirit so I could run up out your house. I said, and I'm leaving all the links of the videos that I made while I was in Arkansas. And you can get mad all you want, since you all on my channel, all up in my business. After I ran out your house in the spirit, in the vision, I saw your boyfriend had a huge anchor, and he tried to shoot it into my back. Then I turned into a little black boy running with a diaper bag, my son's diaper bag, and the Bible in my hand, and I got away from the anchor. And your neighbors in the spirit, they started, hold on. So I started telling her about a vision that I had, because I prayed to God and asked God after she denied me water and stuff and was being evil to me. I was praying to God about her and asking him to tell me the truth about her. And God showed me this vision and said she was jealous before he started the vision. So I was telling her what God showed me about her. And then I said, and your neighbors in the spirit, they started opening up gates and shooting guns at your boyfriend to help me get away, shooting shotguns at your boyfriend to help me get away. And I fled through the alleys, and that's how I got away from your house. Then I called Granny, your mama, and she lied. She tried to make it seem like my family never did nothing to me, because I was telling I've been telling on my family and my grandma, trying to make it seem like they ain't never did nothing to me in my life. All they do is say good stuff about me. We're gonna set me up to be murdered and let my little boy get raped, and then try to say that I'm crazy and take the white people's side and get paid off. But anyway, so, and your mama, and she lied and tried to make it seem like my family never did nothing wrong, because my cousins and them been putting their hands, because my cousin Kiana Barbara's daughter, her oldest daughter, had been putting her hands on me since I was a little girl, and she was a grown woman punching me and abusing me. She was 19, abusing me at 13, 18, abusing me when I was just a child. And Kiana Wiley's spirit was in the room when Cynthia O'Vera was doing the witchcraft with my sister, trying to murder me in the jail cell for protecting myself from a white man while pregnant. So she was doing the ritual with them, and my grandmother was doing the ritual as well. And then my grandma was on the phone with me trying to make it seem like, oh, your family, your cousins never say nothing bad about you. Yeah, they might not say nothing bad about me in public, but they tried to do a death ritual on me, and they doing witchcraft. So anyway, and then I said, she act like the biggest Christian in the world, and this is why I called out everybody in this fake country, acting like they holy and then doing witchcraft on their own damn family. Okay, so then she tried to act like it wasn't a big deal. My grandma tried to act like it wasn't a big deal that they stole my little boy after they threatened to rape him, because I'm over here like, Granny, they took my son. My grandmother know I was taking care of my son, and Austin got out of prison attacking us. So why shouldn't they give me my little boy back? I was protecting myself, and my grandma was over there trying to make it seem like, it was okay to leave me pregnant on the streets and then help all the other grandchildren that's doing witchcraft and Satanism. So then she tried to act like she didn't care that I was pregnant and being abused and lied on. She tried to ask me to go to Atlanta with Andrew and Larissa. God already showed me that Andrew and Larissa would try to have me killed down there in Atlanta. He showed me they was trying to have me murdered in the jail cell. They was for part of the ritual. So I told Granny that this is what I was talking to Barbara. I told Granny that I would go to the shelter to be on my own. And they all denied me into shelters when I first got here to Atlanta, and tried to set me up to be killed in abandoned houses and apartments with Atlanta police. They had black men trying to call the police on me and asked me to meet them somewhere, and then tried to hurry up and call the police. Mind you, the charges was dropped on me. I was protecting myself. I don't have no warrants, and I don't have no charges for anything. Not on probation, never been on probation. I was protecting myself, and God said I was not guilty in the fight, and they dropped the charges and let me out with a baby alive in me that they tortured, and they took my son and threatened to rape him, and then never gave him back. Then, of course, my family was involved, because they had my family say I could not live with them to set me up on the streets, so that I couldn't get my son back, and they threatened to rape him. Then I told that they were denying me into different organizations and shelters in Atlanta, Georgia. So then they took me into the Salvation Army, and they tried to poison my food and starve me, and they tried to make me work on a construction site. Then they tried to fight me outside and kill my baby. They tried to sex traffic me. They tried to sex traffic me in and out of the shelter. They had men in the shelter trying to talk to me and sex traffic me. And then outside, they had men pulling up on me outside when I was leaving the shelter, trying to ask me if they could buy sex. And then they tried to stage to have me arrested. Had a program director try to fight me and kill the baby, and then she lied about and made up an altercation and to get me thrown out of the shelter, and refused to let me get my things, and left me out on the streets hungry, and tried to have me looking a hot mess. And they sex trafficked me to a man named Marcus Mitchell. And I said, see, when people try to murder you on this level, ain't no way that they would have been able to get away with it without your family being involved. They all tried to make it seem like my baby daddy was a good white man, and no, they tried to make it seem like my baby was not my baby. At first, they tried to make it seem like my baby daddy was not white. They tried to make it seem like he was a good white man when they gave my son So they tried to make my baby daddy seem like he was a good white man in court when they gave my son to him, and he has a charge for rape, and he has several assault charges, drug charges, theft charges. So they should not have been giving my son to anybody. I was not convicted, and I don't have any charges, and I'm his mother, and they should not have given my son away. So that was the whole point of them trying to sex traffic me, try to have me arrested and killed or set up to be charged for something, and I still don't have no charges. So why is you giving my baby to a convicted fella that was beating on me, and to his mother that's a Satanist, and then you got my family involved? So then they tried to make it seem like my baby daddy was not even white, and then my son wasn't mixed, and they tried to set me up with a black man. And then I said, and y'all tried to set me up with a black man, and Marcus Mitchell was trying to pretend like I was pregnant by him at first, and then he was also trying to pretend like he was my baby daddy. He had a similar arrest record. He had he had been convicted for assault, but my baby daddy was convicted for assault on a public servant. Marcus Mitchell was convicted for assault with a deadly weapon. He pulled out a knife on a security guard, but my baby daddy attacked a security guard in the Montgomery County Jail in Conroe, Texas. So let me finish getting into these clips. So I said they tried to set me up with a black man with the same criminal history as Austin. So my son better be alive out there with Cynthia Barbara. I said, because I heard you talking about a funeral. She had got on the phone and said something about, oh, I didn't even know it was a funeral or something like that. And I didn't know who she was talking about. But I just pray to God she wasn't talking about my son, because they threatened to kill my son. And I have not seen my baby. And then I said, I heard you talk something about somebody being arrested in Mississippi, and I was like, it just sounded like people trying to have conversations, talking about, oh, you shouldn't be taking that baby through nothing. Oh, I ain't taking my son through nothing. I'm putting out the information for his safety, because they threatened to kill my son, and nobody better not try to arrest me trying to get back to Texas, and then trying to have little slick conversations. So anyway, whether she was talking about me or not, people setting me up to be murdered, and then try to let these white people keep my baby, and they threaten to rape my son, period. Jesus Christ on my side. I don't give a fuck about what nobody else say. And then and they said they were going to kill my baby. And I had made a video about a lady named Naya Rivera going missing, and they took her son and claimed she just went missing. And I feel like that was real suspect, seeing the whole United States trying to murder me for my son, and then it got my whole family involved. But anyway, so I said, because if somebody go missing and then everybody claim they don't know what happened to the lady, and then y'all got her son, turns out all y'all child molesters and y'all trying to take my son and set me up to be killed. I don't believe shit they say now. It made me look into all the murders of people that so-called went missing, and then they got their children. They child molesters. Nah, fuck that. So anyway, and they said they were going to kill my baby for a blood sacrifice. And all the way and hold on, so they had got Hollywood involved, and y'all know Hollywood is pedophiles and they nasty. So everybody, and they were trying to change the story about my case in the jail, and so y'all know that these people will do anything and go to any length to paint the black woman out to be this, and then try to make the white person look like the fucking victim. So anyway, I said they threatened to kill my baby for a blood sacrifice, and all y'all trying to get away with it, and trying to get me out the picture, because you're not gonna get away with trying to help white people kill my son. It was typos because I was talking through the microphone. I said, you doing all that talk? I said, I'm done talking. I said, stay the hell off of my channel, Barbara. And you told me Granny was a witch. She told me my granny was a witch. And I've had visions, and I told her, and I've had visions of all your children trying to help harm me, except for Chase, her son. He didn't really want to be involved. I said, and God showed me when I left your house, all of these slave black people in America was going to try to come out and make war with me, because I shot a white man in self-defense, and they all know that I'm pregnant. So God had showed me a vision that when I ran from Barbara's house, God had showed me a vision when I was leaving Barbara's house that there would be a plantation with all these slaves, these black people on there that was going to be doing witchcraft and voodoo, and that was going to try to fight me. Women like Rochelle Frazier from the Salvation Army and Officer Graham, and that they would be in regular work clothing, people mamas, grandmamas, everybody trying to come out and fight me pregnant with the baby, because they were slaves, and they they had denounced Jehovah, and that they were worshiping the white people, and that they would try to kill me and the baby for them. So, as y'all can see, I made the video say they letting my baby daddy call our baby a tumor while they starving me in a motel, and then she's over here talking about tell the truth. I said, okay, I'll tell the truth, and you really don't want me to do that. You need to stay the hell off my channel. I said, and let me put out the rest of the information about my children and Cynthia threatening to rape my son. Do you understand me? Because I ain't with that satanic bullshit. And his name is Jehovah and Jesus Christ, and I can say his name. I ain't got to call him Yahishiwa, because when I was down there calling him Jehovah, Barbara was like, oh, I got another name for him. I'll tell you his real name. And yeah, he might have another name in Hebrew, but Jesus Christ told me when they were trying to murder me in the cell, say Jehovah, deliver me. And in the Bible, it say Jehovah. So I'm going to say Jehovah. And then God said his name was Jehovah. So we was going back and forth on these little comments or whatever. I said I had very little food in your house and you tried to eat off my plate. And I said, Barbara Thomas, your voodoo ass better get off my channel because you know these people. I said because you know that you helping these people while you try to attack me behind the scenes. And you know my entire family was all up for the blood sacrifice of your niece and baby. And then I was like, so quit it. I say, and all the white folks wanted me dead and y'all trying to kiss up to them. I said, I said white people, I said, I guess y'all think white people got more power than the real God, boo-boo. And then I said something about my family trying to discredit me while I'm putting out the information. And all her children came to me in visions trying to fight me in the spirit and kill the baby. Her daughter, Irma Marshall, tried to fight me. And then I said, how you even know about my channel? You know, I told her, I said, they left me out there on the streets in Texas. They left me out there on the streets, and I got on YouTube and started telling that I was pregnant and that everybody was trying to set me up to be murdered and being wicked. And then she got on my channel offering me to come to Arkansas with her, pretending that she wanted to help me, and then set me up outside on the streets out there, and she's still getting on my channel trying to discredit me while they trying to set me up to be murdered here in Atlanta. And this is where I came for shelter. So anyway, let me just tell y'all about the visions about her children. Her daughter Taylor was trying to fuck with my baby daddy in visions. In the visions, I seen her daughter Taylor trying to fuck with my baby daddy while they had me in there trying to murder me, knowing he was abusing me just because he was white. And God was like, that's okay. He was like, because one day her baby daddy gonna want her back and he gonna regret ever trying to talk to any other females. And then then I had a vision of her daughter Michelle trying to change the story and make it seem like I was waving a gun around and just shooting the gun all up in the air. I shot a gun as a warning shot at first while he was being violent with my son. And then the man who was witness to it said that he wasn't afraid of getting shot after the gun went off in the air. He said because Austin kept being violent with my baby and he was trying to help us. And the man who was helping us said that he was in a restaurant. I never met this man before. I went in the restaurant for help. The man said that she was protecting herself and her baby. He was knocking her all down in the booths and everything, and I was trying to help them, and I was pregnant, and I'm still pregnant with the same baby, so they trying to kill it. And then God was showing me a vision of my cousin trying to make it seem like I was just waving a gun around, shooting a gun in the air. That's stupid as hell because I am pregnant, and he was attacking me and my child, and I don't appreciate your children spreading lies around and letting themselves get beat on by men, and then thinking it's wrong for me to protect myself, especially with my child father being white and us growing up under that slavery mentality that black women have to be abused, especially by white people. So I had a vision of her daughter, her daughter Kiana was actually in the room, out-of-body experience with Cynthia O'Vera, out-of-body experience with my sister Shakina and Larissa, out-of-body experience with Andrew Jones, out-of-body experience with Austin John Metter, Joseph O'Vera, and my lawyer Inga Chandler. The Black Freemasons, they got a coven where they do witchcraft and they worship Satan, and they was trying to murder me in a jail cell. And my cousin Kiana was involved with the witchcraft ritual. I call it witchcraft because when you allow your family member to be killed and you involved in it, it does involve money and payoff. So I call it witchcraft as well. So then her daughter Desiree was doing death ritual dances while they had me in the cell trying to murder me and my baby. Who else? Because her daughter Jessica, I seen visions of her when I got out of the jail, that she knew that they was trying to give me marijuana and set me up like I was a bad mother or a drug addict or something. And I was clean, during the entire case. It wasn't until I got out and they had black men trying to give me marijuana, and it's just weed anyway. That's what God said. And God took the little nickel bag of weed and then went into my apartment with holes all in the wall from Austin punching and kicking holes in the wall while he was in there abusing me and my son. And then God put the weed inside the hole and said to the white lawyers, he said, okay, so y'all want to talk about a little nickel bag of weed, and then he put the weed inside the hole. He said, no, let's talk about these big old holes up in the walls up in Andrea's apartment, and let's talk about who put them there, and let's talk about Austin abusing her and her son, instead of y'all trying to turn it around and make the case about some damn marijuana instead of the babies up to be killed. And then so I had visions of her son Chase, and when she had me come to her house, and her son Chase was trying to warn me in the vision when she had him pick me up from the bus station, that he didn't want me come to his mama's house because it was a setup. And then so I had another vision of her grandchildren, when God said that she was evil and that she was jealous of my mother, and she had this big old Illuminati house trying to have, become this great person by not telling the truth, because whites is paying off everybody right now. And T.I. know about it, Tiny know about it. So if y'all gonna sit over here and let them set me up to be murdered, you got all kind of black people that's trying to be in on it because it's celebrities trying to have me killed as well. So I seen her grandchildren hurry. They tried to close the door and leave me locked in Barbara house. Her front door was barricaded. In real life, the front door was nailed shut and the back door was open. And I seen her grandchildren open up the front door to help me run up out of the home, because these white people over here threatening to rape my child and trying to kill their little cousin in my womb. And the children was righteous and opened up the door and were like, let her run up out of here with that baby in there and try to get vengeance for her child. And they was of God, little children. And so then I had a vision of her daughter Irma when I was in the house. They staged to put me out of the home with Marcus Mitchell, and then they had Marcus take me to Fulton Industrial, which is a whole stroll, and try to hand me over to a pimp, and he was trying to make it seem like he was just buying pussy from me. And then I had a vision of her daughter Irma, and her daughter Irma came with my grandmama in the vision, and she tried to attack me and fight the baby in the spirit. And then God made me pull a knife out on Irma, and I held the knife up to Irma's eye, and I said, I spared you, and because I'm pregnant. And they was trying to do voodoo and kill it, because they know that they was really trying to do a death ritual on me with these white people. They should have bonded me out. They know that white people try to kill black folks in them jails, and they knew they was trying to kill me, and they left us in there. So Barbara, stay the hell off my channel and let me put the information out about my pregnancy and my child without being taunted by your wicked behind. Get the hell off my page, because Jesus and Jehovah know they threatened to rape my child and that I got a baby in me, and I'm gonna let God fight you from this moment forward. I'm not gonna entertain you, Jehovah. Fight her for me. Fight me. Fight her for me. Excuse me, y'all, I'm just real turned up, but nah, Jehovah on my side. So I ain't mean to say fight me. No, she's fighting me. She's fighting me for these white folks while I'm putting out the information. So I meant to say, Jehovah, fight her for me, because God say he my defense. So fight Barbara Thomas for me, please, and fight all her children for me, and fight all the African Americans and the Hispanics and the Indians and everybody that these white folks got covering for them, because they hiding behind all the other races. And the white folks want me dead, and y'all know how evil they is. Yeah, they'll come try to do it themselves, because they did try to come after me and do it themselves. and they know who Satan is. And so Jesus Christ was on my side. And Lord Jesus, I am so tired of them trying to cover up that Cynthia threatened to rape my child and then trying to attack me as a mother. I feel so vulnerable because, of course, I want to fight for him, and I'm pregnant, and I don't want to be killed, and I want to go out there, like God said, to see if my baby is alive. And they got me trapped in Atlanta, and right now I'm starving in a motel room. And the man didn't give us enough food or money to eat, and all I got is little a meat and cheese stick and chips and old Chinese food from yesterday that I can't eat. They done had fruit flies all up in it. And it's just a very hard time for me because people just take white people's side. And Lord Jesus, I'm hungry and I'm starving. And I'm tired of being abused. They don't got no refrigerator in the motel or a microwave in the motel. And they got the man trying to force me to have sex with him because they threatened to rape me and my son because I shot a white man in America. So the black men call themselves raping me. And the black women call themselves allowing me to be raped because I'm pregnant and I shot a white man. And then he's over here calling it a tumor because I've been carrying a baby since the jail, since they tortured us in the jail. And he's a Satanist, and he know how wicked the white people was to say that they'll rape my baby with him. They put him up to saying he would do it. And so he really feel like they gonna actually go through with murdering me and the baby. So he's confidently calling the baby a tumor, regardless of how much I done showed the baby moving, regardless of how much evidence I done put out, regardless of how big my stomach have been. And then they talking about, oh, she got a tumor. And God said in the jail, he was like, it's not a tumor, it's a baby. He told me when I was in the jail that they was going to try to kill the baby when I got out and say that they needed to bring me back to the Montgomery County Jail and do surgery on me and remove the tumor. And God showed me running through the fields trying to get away from the police because God was like, that's not a tumor, it's a baby. And Austin is online talking about I'm hearing voices. And first of all, Jesus Christ was fighting them. And if y'all know anything about witchcraft and voodoo and Satanism, then you understand that they do visitations to people. They do all kind of wickedness to people, and that's what they was doing to me, all of America, because I shot a white man in self-defense. They was doing witchcraft on me in the cell. And you know anything about the Holy Spirit, then you know even God will talk to you as well. And I'm all alone, so alone in this country that God told me to start crying out and asking people to come and get me and my children out of America when they were trying to set me up to be murdered in Houston, Texas. And so it just breaks my heart for him to have threatened to rape my child with gangs and then still be online. And it's like, why is he even on my channel? Because he's surveilling me and everything I'm putting out because he know that I'm telling the truth. And they got America trying to act like they don't know I have a channel. And even my baby daddy know I have a channel. I never told him that I had a channel. I never told anybody that I had a channel. They all saw that somebody told them, I guess from America, that saying I was on YouTube telling what they were doing to me out here. And then they told Cynthia and Austin and my family that Andrea is all over YouTube and she's telling everything. So now they're getting on my page attacking me. I never invited them to my channel, never told anybody in my personal life that I had a YouTube channel. They all found out because people from America saw that I was on a channel and they knew what they said they was going to do to me and my little boy and my babies. And so they got Austin and my family taunting me online about putting out the truth, and that's just what they was going to try to do. I was going to try to set me up to be murdered, pregnant in America. And I don't care about any people in this country other than my son and the baby inside of me, and I want to leave this country, and they can have this country because they always going to try to set us up to be killed. And the only witness that I have is Jesus Christ and Jehovah and all the heavenly angels that'll tell the truth.